Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Truth Hurts. I'm Andrew the Love Doctor, and I specialize in breakups with creeping, lying, and cheating in relationships. First, I want to thank everyone for their heartfelt comments on YouTube. It's encouraging to know that I'm making a difference in people's lives today, while I'm struggling to make mine better. Secondly, I'm dedicating this video to Christina, who contacted me today through my videos, seeking help and encouraging me to continue to make these videos because they are actually helping people like her. People are contacting me from Paris, Germany, England, and the Philippines to say thank you for my help. That's an undreamt honor. Experiencing a narcissistic discard is unlike any other human understanding in this world. It corrupts your soul. The person that made you happy, you trusted them, you adored them, you loved them with your soul, which was why you believed they were your soulmate, which is why you got engaged or married to them, only to learn they were the exact opposite of everything you thought. This damages a person's mind. This damage is called post-traumatic stress disorder. It takes time to heal a troubled mind. And if that troubled mind is compounded with the death of a loved one, it can cause someone to consider suicide. This damage is called chronic post-traumatic stress disorder. This thought often occurs during the Christmas season. Only weak people execute that thought. I'm going to be real with you. I considered it. I even have a burial plot for when I carried it out. But my deceased mother saved me. She taught me, God bless her soul. Suicide is the one thing God does not forgive, because it shows a lack of faith in him, and he is a jealous God. To kill yourself over someone, including the death of my mother, would show my mother was more important than God, and he wouldn't like that. Therefore, if I killed myself, I wouldn't get to be with her again, because God wouldn't allow me into heaven. I'm not a spiritual person, but I do have some beliefs. There's another inspiration my mother instilled within me, and in my opinion, was her greatest teaching of my life. She constantly, throughout my whole life, told me, Andrew, learn to be lonely. Meaning, people have a tendency of letting you down. Always expect the worst from people. This way you don't have to put up with their disrespectful ways. And if you're wrong, then it's a nice surprise. My ex-Knox behavior taught me my mother was 100% correct. Most people are afraid of being alone. It's the reason why people date and enter relationships. It's the reason why they put up with the crap, the bullshit, the disrespect, the physical and mental abuse, etc., etc., etc. Don't ask why someone keeps hurting you. Ask yourself why you're allowing them. In times like this, one should reflect and get to know yourself. Make a list of what you need in your life. Not wants, needs. Finances, career, family, and love. And then compare it with what you want now. And you will see a big difference. And if you know something about the laws of attraction, you can ask what will make a person you have met be attracted to you. Both the good and the bad. And you will start to see things clearer and easier, and your choices will become more defined and forthright. To do this, you gotta pick yourself up, grow the hell up, get the hell over it, and move the hell on. When you do this, a transition will occur within your mind, and realization will set in. You turn from loving your ex-narc to learning that you were not in love with a person, but a carefully constructed illusion. See this book? My first book, once again, here we go again. No, This book is called What the Hell Happened. I'm sorry. See these post-it notes? All of them? She studied me like a college exam, a midterm exam. Page 93, it's underscored. I would never deliberately hurt you or your feelings. I will always be there for you. Even if, knock on wood, we don't work out, I will never abandon you. Within that book was my personality, my likes, dislikes, pet peeves, ambitions, desires. My ex-Narc read my books and studied me like a midterm exam in college. With that knowledge, like a chameleon, she changed her personality to mirror mine. And that illusion caused me to believe she was my soulmate. This is what happened to you. Your ex-Narc studied you. Red flag! Pay attention, because I really want you to understand this. Your ex-Narc studied you. This is why you thought you were in love, when it was nothing but infatuation. False, temporary love. Run! You're not upset with your narc. You're upset with yourself. Never get upset with someone for showing you who they really are. Get upset with yourself while ignoring their behavior, when the evidence was right there in front of you all along. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Life goes on after a loss. The most important thing I can tell you, and all of this is based on my opinion, is to first expel the anger. I talk to everyone that will listen to me. That's why these YouTube videos were created. Then you come off social media for a minute. You don't need to hear stupid things from a-holes like get over it, or being stalked by your ex-Narc with phony profile requests from Facebook. Because all of this will disturb your peace of mind by having you wondering, maybe I was the problem. This is manipulation of self-doubt. Maybe my ex-Narc wants me back. Even if they did want you back, you don't want them back. Trust me on this one. The reason why you think you want them back is because of the void they purposely created in your life for you to miss them. The most important force I had to deal with was the void created when my ex-Narc left. I loved that woman like I loved no other. I spent so much of my free time with her that when she left, I was left with nothing. No one to wake up to in the mornings and think nicely about throughout the day. No one to sleep with during the night. No place to go to when I wanted to leave New York for the weekend. No one to call several times a day. All of this left me empty. My foolish ex-Narc actually believed I wanted her because of what her state had to offer. But she learned that meant nothing to me when I came back to New York. I now had to change people, places, and things. To fill the void, you have to keep yourself busy. Bury yourself in your job. It's going to be hard to focus on work from creeping thoughts of your narc. This will take practice to think about something else other than that bitch. Remember, men are bitches too. I watched movies that pertained to my situation. Actors that acted out your thoughts in similar situations about your ex-Narc, such as Diary of a Mad Black Woman, where Helen got her revenge on Charles by tossing him into the bathtub and watch him drown. The movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez, which many of us wanted to do, fucked up my husband by kicking the shit out of him and then killing him, and didn't go to jail because she killed him legally. Listen to music, select songs where the lyrics sound off your emotions. Example, Pharrell Williams, Running lyrics. I get sick and tired of running. Anyone that knows my YouTube videos know what I'm talking about with the lyrics. If this song doesn't work for you, in my first book, What the Hell Happened, I just showed you, Chapter 10, The Rebuttal Letter, is a list of old school songs for emotions of anger, drunk, comedy, happiness, and sorrow. Now, when you get a peace of mind, that's a quiet mind, you study narcissism to get the closure you need, which is the most important ingredient for a breakup recovery. Knowledge is how you get the answers to your unanswered questions. If you depended on your ex-narc, you wouldn't get it. You would get nothing but lies because their lips will be moving. This is the sole reason why people break the no contact rule with their ex-narcs. They're looking for something that makes sense from the nonsense. This is why you feel worse when you speak to them, because you know they're lying, which further insults your intelligence. Lastly, don't fuck anyone else. Sometimes the best remedy for a heartache is another good heart. Notice I said sometimes. Most people, when they break up, start having sex all over the world to replace the pain with an orgasm or to feel needed. They will get into a relationship too soon to ease the loneliness. All you are doing is allowing more people to take advantage of you. Remember what my mom taught me about being lonely? This is the worst thing you can do, because all you are doing is gasping for instant gratification. You want that pain to stop, but in order to get better, you got to go through the pain. No pain, no gain. You health freaks know that statement. Do not replace time with self-will. I repeat, do not replace time with self-will. I have lived everything I'm telling you, and we're not different. This is factual intelligence based on experience. Time will be the only reprieve for relief. If you fight it as I have, you're only going to experience more pain. Lastly, I'm going to admit to you that I handled my situation improperly. And that was because I was naive about narcissism. It became important to me that people such as her family and people that knew us know the truth about what happened and occurred between us, because of all the lies that was told during the smear campaign. What matters is not their truth, but your reality. You know the real deal. Anyone that believes them are toxic idiots. I'm going to discuss this phenomenon in the next video I make. But the real deal is, as a survivor, you will never be the same again. As long as you live, you're going to think about them. I still think about my ex-narc. But now that I'm educated on narcissism, I'm smart enough to know it's not her I love in this, but what she pretended to be. As time goes by, she becomes less and less insignificant in my thoughts. I'm still upset she sabotaged the relationship, but at least now I understand why she did it. You have to keep in mind that your ex-narc is clinically sick. Remember, people, psychological disorder. You can't get mad at that. When you think about all the violations upon you by them, you can't get mad at that, because they knew exactly what they were doing. They just didn't care. And it becomes easier and easier to leave them alone when you think about it. That's why whenever my ex-narc contacts me with phony profiles on Facebook, which still occurs today, I can't ignore it and think nothing of it. To become educated enough to understand what's going on and what happened to you, read my book once again. Here we go again, this time with the narcissist on Amazon. This book was well worth the pain, anguish, and suffering, especially if it would help another. And it has proven to help others. And like my YouTube videos, as you can see in the comments, everyone is thanking me for helping them. Just like the comments on my book on the reviews on Amazon.